Making this video. Before I start this video, I just want to remind myself and anyone who's watching, whoever could be watching or ever watches, that I make these videos to just educate myself so I can review my videos and learn for myself. I also watch my own videos after a week or two from trading them. And then I also studied Tim Gutani, and Timothy Sykes' videos as well. Been backed up on studying because I've had a lot of things going on, but I need to get back to it. What I'd like to start off this video also by saying that outside influences can hinder your trading and also influence your trading. So um, I want to remind myself that I need to be careful when it comes to outside influences because I'm taking, excuse me, taking hits on my focus. So going forward, uh, stocks that I traded today. Um, First, I'll go off on my scanner. My scanner was just giving me JIL at 34%, and then all the other stocks were under it. For some reason, my scanner is not scanning properly. I tried editing it and fixing it. It's not working when I don't know. I'm just not really stressing about it. More of when I start live trading, I'll have them fix it, or if it's really a need for me to fix it, I'll fix it. But for now, I'm just using the stock market watch right here, and when the market opened or at 9 o'clock, I was watching. Okay, so before I even start talking about my stocks, the outside influences that I had were with my vehicle transmission going out and really stressing me out because I was carless and I had all these other stuff that I needed to get done and financial issues. So it really affected my trading today as far as just stress, not really influencing me to really make more money because it's paper trading. But it also made me think about how I need to or how I want to start live trading so that I can eventually one day have funds to pay my expenses or take care of my expenses. Um, and that was just something that crossed my mind when it came to trading. But I used the stock market watch to see what stocks were moving pre market. And I remember one time I was trading and I saw stock that I was shorting on this thing right here on the losing side. And that was the first time I was ever experienced that stock that I was actually shorting on the big percent loser side. But I looked up all these stocks, and I'll go through them with you as well before I go through my own watch list. But Sava was a perfect short. Um, I was watching it pre-market, somewhere around here, and I wanted to short it around 8. But I kind of hesitated a little bit. We considered what I was thinking. I'm like, okay, should I wait till market open? But reminding me what Gritani said, you're gonna short pre-market, go all in with all your shares. But I don't know if this was the right timing, and which it eventually was. But even when I looked after I after it came down around here where I looked, or over here somewhere, because I was actually on the computer before 9 o'clock. But when I looked, there was no shares available short. But this is one of the stocks I was watching, and it was a nice short. But I stopped watching it around here. But now looking today, it was exactly what I was trying to do. Short it over here. I don't know where I would have covered. Probably here. I don't think I would have held on to it right here, or probably try to add shares here. But most likely, I would have covered all my shares here and just called it a day. Which I'm learning to not just call it a day, but to pay attention to it later on in the day. But it did pretty well. Had a nice bounce. Consolidated. Fell some more. Consolidated. Had a nice bounce. This is a really good trade. I doubt that there's any shares available tomorrow or right now or anything. But tomorrow I'll be looking to watch it. If it prevents an opportunity, there's shares available to short. I will short it, but I won't go long. Not because there might not be any opportunities, but I'm not a long trader or too much of a long trader. Eventually, I'll learn to trade long. I mean, I know how to go long and know how to trade long, but I'm not going long. I want to just focus on one thing at a time. So on that list, IMMU was actually pretty interesting today because pre-market, and you'll see right here, pre-market and the day before, it was consolidating like really, really tight consolidation. I thought it was up because of a merge with two companies. When two company merges together, the price of the stock changes because you got two capitals coming together. So of course the price is going to change. So I was looking to short it because I mean pre-market. When you zoom in here, you zoom in, you see that it's just fading, and I'm like looking at the news and everything, not really seeing anything important, except for that it soared up, it went up by a lot. But if you see right here, if I did short it, it went from we call it $67, but 68.92, and it went down only like $3 or $4, which isn't much. I think the low day was 84, so that's like $3. Okay, so it goes down some more to the lowest point of 83.30. So like $3.30, which is a good short, but I mean, like I didn't like this at all, to be honest, because I mean it's a perfect short, but it's just like you're up 100% and you only went down 3% or so. So it's just like for me, it was just not a real opportunity. Really not volatile. That's the issue. It was liquid enough, but not volatile enough for me. So I didn't like it. I didn't trade it. I'll watch it tomorrow just to see what it does and to learn from it. But let me turn off this phone. But I won't. I don't think I'm gonna trade it because it's not volatile enough for me. So going back onto this list, and I'll go through all the stocks on my watch list. I went through Hook and all these, and I didn't really like them. But before I go to the stock that I traded, I was looking at every stock that I had on my watch list. All these stocks I'm just watching. I'm not looking to really trade anything. If you see, if I do trade anything, you'll see me talk about it or hear me talk about it. But I was watching Elu to see if it was gonna fall some more. I didn't watch it too much, but it looks like something I'm not really too interested in trading unless it pushes up some more. It's starting to look illiquid, and I'm not too interested in trading it. I remember watching it, looking at it yesterday in preparation for today. It was pushing up, and I was thinking of shorting it. It didn't go up too much. I mean, like from here, I think this is okay. This is after hours, so from here to here, which is 32 60s. It's only 22 cents. So as I'm taking this off my watch list now, it's not worth watching anymore, and it's not gonna move. It's really liquid and it's not volatile. So it's off my watch list. ITCI was a trade stock I traded last week. A very good opportunity, but I messed it up. But it looks like it's going to be pushing up. I mean, it pushed up today. I missed this big panic right here because I was anticipating on trading it shorting it right here, thinking that it was gonna fall yesterday, the next day, and it did exactly what I thought. But now it's pushing up, so I don't know where this is gonna go. It looks like a sideways price action, but I'm gonna keep this on my watch list to see what's gonna happen for the next few days, maybe about a week or two. RH was another one that traded pretty well. It had came down from like 410s to 480s a couple of days ago, but I was looking to short it, but I just wanted to see what it was gonna do first. It ended up gapping up, but it fell from $391 to a low of $367. So that's like um $24 difference, and that's a great short right there to make $24 per share. I mean, of course, you won't get the exact bottom and top, but to make that in between, that was a great short. I'm kind of upset with myself for not watching it because it's like, bro, that was a perfect opportunity on my watch list too. I just wasn't watching it because I was too focused on sgms. And when you're trading, it's hard to focus on multiple stocks, especially when the stock is very liquid and very volatile. NIO, I put NIO on my watch list simply because a friend of mine had me evaluate his portfolio, and I was trying to correct him on certain things, and I was like, to be honest with you, NIO is a good short. It's up, and the reason why I put it on my watch list is because it's up um, from $2 to, and it went up to $21 um, in a whole year. If you want to call it 6 months, or what month are we in? Nine, so yeah, 6 months. So it's like I'm looking to short it, to be honest, but it's more of a swing short. But I'm looking for it to push up really hard and come crashing down because it's up 1,000%, bro. So it's just like perfect. So it's NIO is gonna be on my watch list for a while. Um, I don't need. I should write a plan on how I'm planning on trading all these stocks, but I have it kind of in my head, and I only like trading one stock at a time, unless it's a swing. But NIO is a really good opportunity, so that's why it's on my watch list. Sava, I'm gonna keep it on my watch list just to watch it for tomorrow. But now here's the stock I traded. That's every stock that was on my watch list. Catherine, someone's here. The neighbor's here. Yeah. Okay. So
Hey, thank you so much. Good. How are you doing?
sorry about that. It's my landlord and the neighbor. But give me 1 second. Yeah. So pre-market. I was watching this. I was looking to short it. Thank God that I didn't. But I mean, I would have covered anyway. So it's like more of a thank God for discipline. But I think okay. So yeah, I don't think I was gonna get in pre-market because I got in like a few minutes before nine, maybe 10 minutes before nine. But I know I didn't get on my computer at 8:30. So by the time I got on, I don't think I would have shorted it from here. Maybe, but I don't think so. I could have, but it all depends on my risk. So uh, market opened and I think I shorted it right here. Yeah, I shorted it right here. I went in with 400 shares with this with I think yeah high a day risk right here. Let me see how many shares I got in with. I got in at first with um I got in at 26.20, which should be Yeah, so I remember now. I got in real close to here. So it was like my risk was 26.50 and I got in at 26.20. It came down, um, I think right here, and I was somewhere. It came down, and I was up like 300 bucks or maybe 400 bucks, and I didn't take my gains. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna be patient with this. Most trades, I'm not patient, so I'm gonna be patient with this. And it squeezed on me, which is fine. I mean, like, I'm gonna nothing's ever perfect. No trade is ever perfect, so you got to be disciplined enough to follow the rules, and that's what I did. I I entered my stop limit because my stop limit really makes me more disciplined than I can be disciplined myself. But I entered my stop limit at 26.50, and that's where I got out at. And if you see right here, well, it won't let me show you, but it won't let me drag it to you. But I got out my stop limit at I got out my stop limit right here, and I was down 160. Now 160 was a bit more, way more than what I expected to lose. I wasn't really too aware, or I didn't really size in properly, and 160 was not what I was comfortable with losing. Um, but then I got in here at I let it push up, and I was patient, and I was waiting to see possible turn. I don't have level tools right now, and I had to really just play the price action. So it was just trending, and I'm like, I'm gonna be patient. I'm gonna wait for it to show me the signs that it could possibly fail. And I got in right here around $8.30. So my risk was high a day. It pulled back right here, $8.30. I was gonna get out at 8.50. So getting out $8.30, that would have been $20 per share, which is about $80 lost with 400 shares. I got in with 400 shares, and when I got in, it pushed up and it broke past my risk. And um, I was trying to enter the order, the exit order, the cover order myself with the risk of high day. And I was going to hit market order because I wanted to get out immediately. And it pushed up, pulled back, and I'm watching it. I'm like, I entered my sell order. I put the size, I put the amount, and I hit submit. And then with Interactive Broker, what it does, it gives you like a overview of the entire order, and you're like, "Are you sure you want to submit this order?" And I kept I like to keep it like that because I'm like, I like to see the entire details of the order before I enter it. But I kept my mouse on the yes, I am sure I want to submit the order thing, and I'm watching it. I'm like, it's pulling back. It's not really spiking out correctly. And if you see here, the high day was 28.50 over here, but it went to a high of 28.77. So that's a 27 cents of difference in it, which is good, but it didn't push up anymore. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. So it pulled back right here, and I'm like, okay. I still got my finger on the mouse. It pushed up. I'm like, okay, if it passes here, and I after I seen it pulled back right here, I entered my stop limit instead of a market order. And I'm like, okay, if it passes 28.77, I'm into my cover order. My stop limit is at 28.80, and I'm just gonna be like, all right, I'm out. I took another $80 loss plus this 27 cent, which would have been more than double what I wanted to lose, which was a horrible risk. Um, and then somewhere around here, I was down another 300 bucks, 300 bucks in total. But it pushed up. It didn't hit my new risk, and it pulled back, and I'm like, okay, I'm up and it's going, and um, I'm like, okay, well, so what do I do from here? And somewhere around here, I covered, and the price it's saying is 27.10. So I wonder what time that was. Okay, so when it came down here, somewhere right here, either it was down here or down here. Um, I covered. So okay, now I remember. So I had a chance to cover right here. Um, for like I think $300 or so, and or $400 and or $500, and yeah, it was $500 or something like that. And I didn't take it, and it pushed up, pulled back, and then I'm like, okay, I got another chance. I didn't take it. Pushed up again, consolidated all day, and I went to go get stuff done. I had my phone in my hand, watching the stock the whole time. Um, I don't have a vehicle right now, so it was like I had a list of stuff I needed to get done. I was trying to get done before I I did not. I borrowed someone's vehicle, so it consolidated, went sideways, and I'm just like, I had my cover order still at the higher day, and then I switched it to 27.80, somewhere around here, or here. Um, because yeah, 27.80 or somewhere around here. Because I'm like, you know what? It looks like it's gonna do a higher low and keep pushing up, uptrending like a stair stepping pattern and break out again. So I'm like, I'm not gonna hold until it hits my risk. If it's not gonna work, it's not gonna work. Let me get out a little earlier so that I don't take too much of a loss. So I entered my new cover order at 27.80, and it was just consolidating, and it was consolidating all throughout here, and then it cracked, and I exited at 27.10. Um, excuse me. I exited at 27.10, which is like probably somewhere around here. I didn't want to wait till the low of day or this point right here because it's like, okay, I'm ready to get out. It's been a little tricky trade. I didn't enjoy this ride, and it was a little battle. So let me just call it a day. And okay, I think it was. I don't know where I shorted, but yeah. Okay, now I remember. Yeah, so I covered here, and I remember looking back. I was upset with myself for not covering here because it ended up bouncing so high, and I lost. I could have made so much, but I didn't because I was thinking, okay, I covered here, and I'm like upset with myself. I'm like, I should have covered here, added shares here, or reshorted over here, and go down with it for the ride. So when I decided, when I was like stuck with 400 shares and I didn't cover some, I was like, oh man, if I had at least 200 shares or less, it would have been perfect. So after not covering properly and trading properly, I'm like, okay, I should short at lower day and ride the wave. But I'm like, the risk on that and all that, it's just not how I trade. It's not how I've been taught to trade. Gutani has done it before, but it's just so much risk involved. I'm not gonna short with that much risk involved. So I decided not to. Um, and I just watched it fade all the way. And I could have done a lot better on this trade, but with the I mean, I don't. There's nothing wrong that I did. I didn't. It's not like I didn't cut my losses. It's not like I wasn't being disciplined. It's just my practice or my skills not high enough or great enough to trade it the way the top dogs do it, like Otani and them boys. So it's just like I'm improving on skills. So it's not like I did anything wrong. I just didn't know the proper skilling, or I didn't apply the proper skills, and I could have done better, but I didn't. But overall, I mean, I give myself a 3 stars out of 5 because I cut my loss here at the high day. Right here, I mean, I was trying to cut my loss, but I didn't get enough time to enter the order, and I was getting ready to hit the market order until I saw that okay, it's giving me a chance. If I hit the market order already and it went through, I would have just shorted around here anyway with the high of day. So I would have gave it a second chance no matter what. So it's like it's not like I didn't cut my losses quickly, and I was patient. It's just one thing I need to improve on is exiting my trades. You know, finding a better area where I need to cover. Excuse me, covering. I need to know. I need to be educated more on covering where I should cover, where I should just take my gains. Should I focus? I mean, I know I shouldn't focus on the money. I should focus on the strategy and the price action. But I just need more improvement. But overall, it's whatever. Nike also is another trade that I'm stock that I'm also trying to trade. The reason why I'm trying to trade that is because I'm already invested in them. So why not trade them or trade some more, you know, or invest in that stock? So I'm investing it outside of my day trading portfolio. So unfortunately, I have Robinhood, and I'm just putting in a few $100. So I have 125 that I can trade with, but I don't really like the fact that I haven't bought any shares yet. But I don't really like the fact that I'm trying to purchase at the high day, so I'm waiting for it to fell some more. Probably go back to the 12s to cover to go long and buy more shares. But little by little, I'm stacking cash. I have enough just to purchase one share, but I'm not gonna buy at this high point right here. But that's just another stock I'm trading or watching. But that's it for today, guys. Thank you. I need to improve. I did well, but I need to still improve. So congratulations to me.